And today, all eyes are on the Vatican City as the world comes together in solemn harmony in a bid to bid farewell to the 266th leader of the Roman Catholic Church and the sovereign of the Vatican City-State, Pope Francis III.
That's right, Emmanuel. Pope Francis, born Jose Mario Bergoglio on the 17th of December 1936 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, to a family of Italian origin. He joined the Jesuits in 1958, was ordained a Catholic priest in 1969, became the Archbishop of Buenos Aires in 1998, and ordained a cardinal in 2001 by Pope John Paul II. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining us on TVC Breakfast Saturday. Emmanuel, what a day.
It's a day indeed, and we're here to give you all the nitty-gritty concerning the funeral of Pope Francis and interesting developments that we're seeing as we were talking about the dignitaries that will be gracing this particular occasion. For instance, some details about the funeral of the Pope Francis, just like he said, a simple funeral that he will be experiencing today. Well, we hope to see how the Vatican City will look like today.
Well, I mean, the whole world, like we said earlier, is going to be watching live feeds from Vatican, the ones who cannot be there, physically, but just the solemnity of the day, the order, the beauty, the excellence that we're seeing coming from the screens in honor of this man who lived his life in service to God and in service to humanity. Pope Francis, became the first of many to do things differently, chose a simple life. He was closer to the poor, fighting for the cause of peace and justice across the world, even here in Africa. We saw, I think it was 2019, when he went to the DRC and, they embattled, I'm trying to remember the name of the country now, where he went and kissed the foot of the leaders.
Absolutely.
South Sudan, right? He went to kiss the foot of the leaders just to beg them, for the want of a better word, to live in harmony with each other. And so today we are honoring this man.
A great man indeed.
Absolutely.
Security is watertight at the Vatican City today. And we'll be seeing the roles of archbishops and bishops start gathering by 8:30 at the local time about 7:30 BST in the Constantine wing of the corridor adjacent to St. Peter's Basilica, and at 9 a.m. local time, patriarchs from Orthodox Church and cardinals will congregate, and the funeral will begin at about 10 a.m.
That's when the coffin will be laid, in the square in front of St. Peter's Basilica. But, going by the order of the funeral, at least 250,000 members of the public are expected to attend the funeral.
And about 170 heads of state or government on the guest list at the moment. Also religious heads from different faiths and denominations, including head of the Jewish, Orthodox, Pentecostal, Anglican, Methodist, and also the Islamic communities will all be attending the Pope's funeral today.
Absolutely. Other personalities that are expected also, Emmanuel, include Prince William from the UK, the crown heads of Europe, Spain, Italy, Austria, Germany, and from Iran and Iraq. The Pope broke the protocol of visiting some of these countries in a show of solidarity and peace. From the United Emirates, the Gulf states, they will also be there as well.
But interesting, let's leave our viewers with reports, and this particular report, and we'll return with the newspaper review. Do not go anywhere, definitely. We'll be right back.
Security forces are patrolling the Vatican City with anti-drone weapons as world leaders prepare to witness the burial of Pope John Francis hours ahead. His surviving sister in Argentina and a niece are expected to witness his funeral. His wish was for a simple coffin and a low-key funeral within 3 days, but that has been overlooked. The U.S. President Donald Trump has confirmed on his social media platform his readiness to attend the funeral with his wife Melania. So has the U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. King Charles III's eldest son, Prince William, has been confirmed to be the one to represent his father in Rome, just as the king represented the late Queen Elizabeth II at the funeral of Pope John Paul II in 2005. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer will also be representing the United Kingdom at the service. The EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has confirmed that she will be present for the Pope's funeral. The conservative president of Pope Francis's native Argentina, Xavier Milei, will also be traveling to Rome for Saturday's funeral service. President of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., who is the leader of Asia's largest Catholic population, will be present at Saturday's funeral service in Rome. The Brazilian government says President Lula da Silva, who was a longtime friend of the Pope, will be at St. Peter's Basilica tomorrow. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres is also expected to be in attendance. French President Emmanuel Macron has repeatedly told journalists he will be attending the Pontiff's funeral. Pope John Francis wanted to see peace back in Ukraine. The embattled president of the country, Volodymyr Zelensky, will be putting the pressure from Russia's invasion aside to attend the Pope's funeral. Representatives from Catholic-majority countries will definitely be in attendance. Heads of nations of interest like Iran, a predominantly Muslim country which had cordial relationship with the Pope, the United Arab Emirates and other Gulf states are expected to attend the funeral.